Fern Britton, 64, has apologised after she was branded irresponsible for tweeting that Buckingham Palace and 10 Downing Street should beware after the home of Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe was set on fire by protesters. Protesters stormed the country's capital due to a lack of food, fuel and medicine. The shortage has caused prices to soar and inflation has hit 30%. As the news broke on Saturday, Fern tweeted, in view of her 115,000 followers, Sri Lankans have stormed the presidential palace in Colombo. This is the result of a shortage of water, fuel and food. Who can blame them? Number 10 and Buckingham Palace beware. The tweet divided users, and many took to the comments to blast Fern's choice of words. And he said, "Can't decide if your tweet is pointless or irresponsible." Chris replied, "Both." While Sarah stated, "We don't have a shortage of water, fuel, and food. It's just too bly expensive." An hour later, Fern issued an apology and clarified her comments. She penned, "I apologize. I didn't mean that we should similarly storm public buildings. What I do mean is that with grim predictions of men/women/children unable to afford to eat or heat this winter, need to be tackled right now." Plenty of the presenter's followers rallied behind her and offered their words of support. Michelle wrote, "I knew what you meant, Fern, and I expect the majority did. My blood boils at the unfairness of aspects of our country. It's a human right to eat, and feel warm and just feel that you are valued." Ripper echoed, "Who on earth thought you meant that? People are too busy interpreting things the way they want, often with a knee-jerk reaction, instead of thinking things through. I understood what you meant perfectly, Fern." And Steve penned, "I don't think you need to apologize. We all know you're the last person who would advocate civil unrest and violence. You just make a very valid point." As a result of the protests in Sri Lanka, both President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Wickremesinghe have agreed to resign. The resignations will make way for an all-party unity government in the wake of the economic crisis. Earlier this week, Fern savagely mocked Prime Minister Boris Johnson before he announced his own resignation. As Mr. Johnson delivered his speech outside Number 10, his wife Carrie and their 7-month-old baby, Romy, were seen standing with his close aides in Downing Street. In view of her 115,000 and followers, Fern tweeted, "Mr. Johnson hanging on like a toy boy to his wealthy benefactress, whilst swearing blind he was the best thing that ever happened to her. Dignity, dear boy, dignity."